feeling when there's a bit in a song that you really like, that really earwormy rhythmic bit,
Yeah?
and then the rest of the song is just absolute garbage?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was told today that it's called rubbish, just like I can't keep any horses anymore. It's very depressing. I live in a very oppressive world. Point in case being, I don't like this bit of the song. The one that was playing just beforehand was nice, but you just had to ruin it. Anyway, welcome back to 2 Point Hospital.
Hello, everybody.
Well, everybody so far in chat is Potato and Heresy.
Alright, let's have a look at where we were, what we were doing and stuff. Okay, so we've unlocked 4 blocks. Down here, we have our research room set up. Started putting toilets there.
It doesn't look very cold around here. Wasn't there snow at some point?
It's a cold area.
But no snow.
No snow.
Fine.
Okay,
Some technology wants to know where the Heresy is. In the form of Potato, just defying the beep boop test. You can't just dupe your way in there. That's not how it works. Did you say hello to Sal, by the way?
Hello, Sal.
Welcome to a hospital.
Right, let's just have a look at what all of our doctors are doing. And how many we have trained and in what. So we've got a psychologist who is trained to train. And a GP who's trained to train. We have somebody.
Do we have a train
to
that's
research.
trained to train?
I've got another person who is trained to train, and I think with him, I'm gonna train him in treatment. I think I've got one other person who is trained in treatment. Okay.
Are you sure we don't need to train a train in training? Well, we should definitely hire someone who's called Dr. Train at some point. On a side note, say hello to Lieutenant Lucan.
Hello, Lieutenant Lucan.
He is still traumatized from PTSD.
Oh yeah.
I know, I was there.
So, our nurses, we have 3 trained up in treatment and 1 in diagnosis. We really need to train another nurse in how to learn, how to teach, I should say. Okay, let's have a look at what our training room is doing.
Oh, there will be no teasing from Belosa tonight. He's tired as hell, so he's off to bed. But he will watch the video on demand as soon as he can tomorrow. He just dropped in to wish everyone a good stream.
Oh, hello, Bernie.
And good night, Belosa.
And good night, Bernie.
You're listening
Right.
to Harrison
Oh
Wood.
no, if you hadn't said that, it would have been that nice
Future self is
opposites.
up
It would have had a theme somewhere in there. Anyway, Potato points out that for him it's still snowing, and I'm only mildly jealous. But speaking of snow, Cell Technology points out that in the game there seems to be a light dusting of snow on the trees and grass.
Oh yeah, he's right.
Nah,
Let's see.
that's
Bit of
probably
frost.
not snow, that's frost, yes. Which is not the same. Frost just melts unreasonably quickly. As soon as there's just a bit of sunlight on the greenery, it would, in real life, immediately evaporate.
Let's see. I think we'll get.
Hold on, what's wrong with her photo?
Her head's back to front. Or she's back to front. She's
Oh,
facing
oh.
away from the camera.
Oh, I was worried that she had broken her neck or something. Cell
Right.
Technology says that ice is ice to him. Fair enough.
Okay.
And he calls it a nice ice.
I'm going to train this nurse who has diagnostics in how to teach.
Lieutenant Lucan wants to know if I've already forgotten my Lobotomy Corporation experience. I don't take the train, even if it's just a name. I enjoyed having a train around. Also, the name Lobotomy Corporation I think somewhat implies that I might have had my head lobotomized and thus can't remember the actual events.
Let's see.
Either way, say hello to Tammy.
Hello, Tammy. Let's see. Dave is terribly dull, so no. Mabel is unhygienic, so no.
Maintenance announcement.
Missy
Plants need water.
has cheese for brains, so no. Norman, has potential. Wants more money, no.
No, never mind. He has ambitions. How dare he?
Tilly has potential, hygienic, asks for steak well done because they don't want it done badly. Okay. And let's have a look at Toby. Tires easy, no. Randy thinks their life is a rom-com. Cheese for brains, no. Macy Litterer, no. Thinks their life is a rom-com. Motivated, compulsive friar. Okay.
What is a compulsive friar?
Somebody who fries compulsively.
Should that worry us because he's going to deep fry hospital equipment? Or, God forbid, extracted organs? Oh no.
We could probably do, with a second training room.
Probably. I mean, we almost have the staff capacity to afford a second trainer.
Yeah, because I could do with increasing the training. So let's get another training room going. Actually, let's just see what all the messages coming through are about. Staff promotion. Yes. Promote. Oh, Mockstar emergency. Do you want to read this, Mir?
Oh, of course. There's a group suffering from Mockstar after a mysterious gas leak at a local rock concert led to the never-seen-before level of enthusiasm. The families are sending them for treatment. We'll be rewarded if we treat this group. Should we have them sent here?
I think we will. We won't be able to cure 7, but hey, we won't kill them. So, yes.
What the? Potato is confused by the idea of someone wanting to have their steak well done. Potato personally wants his steak to still be able to moo when it's served. Are you
unlucky enough to get sick?
Oh no, I don't like this guy anyway. Are you eating your potatoes raw to... Are we getting mock stars by helicopter?
But what's the use of healing your body if you have
I'm
to sell
wondering,
your soul?
is
right?
this person stuck?
Oh no.
What?
If this person is stuck, that might be bad.
And there seems to be somebody stuck in there too. Oh no, he's going.
Don't rush them.
To tip your nurse.
Getting changed is not easy for these tiny people.
I'm gonna let him go, and then, while there's nobody else in the ward except for this bloke here, what I'm gonna do is edit.
Oh, that upset him.
And
He was very hungry, very thirsty, and very boiled, and they were in the hospital for over half a year.
yeah. There we go.
I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. Staff training required.
Yep. Not now. Okay.
Cell technology suggests that Potato should eat his cows well bred then. I feel like the spotted cow might have something against that. Not the well-breathing thing, just eating the cow in general.
So let's get another staff room going. Not staff room, sorry, training room.
Well, it's kind of a staff room. We place staff in there.
Don't need it to be huge. Yeah, about there.
Lieutenant Lucan says that it sounds great when the doctor promises that she will let this one go.
We'll just put 4. And then we'll have a couple of windows. Filing cabinet. Because why not? A bin. Let's put the
You've got a
bin
load
in.
of space in the back. Are you sure you're alright with just 4 tables?
Yeah, because it's not going to be very often that we will want to train more than 4 people in the same thing.
Cell Technology is suggesting that to maximize the studying effort, we should put at least 4 lecterns in there, preferably 20, just to make sure that they get taught from all angles.
We'll have a plant just to cheer the place up a little.
Oh yeah, nothing cheers me words. Nothing cheers me up as much as a bloody plant in the corner and the light bulb head poster and clowns. The Cell
Indeed.
Technology is insulted that I tried to spin his 20 lecterns demand into just 4. I tried being reasonable.
Radio. The band claims the song you just heard was composed in outer
All right,
space,
so let's
somewhere
see,
around the
staff
second
promotion.
ring of Jupiter. That's the small one. You probably never heard it.
Health Minister visit. Health Minister Tarquin Foxbridge has informed us that he'll be visiting the hotel soon. He looks forward to seeing how much money we're making and judging us accordingly. If he's impressed with the hospital, we might receive some of the county's healthcare budget as a reward. Impressive.
Okay.
Cell Technology points out that this is a classroom, not a prison.
I think what we should do is just put a few radiators around so that people don't complain about how cold this big room is.
Are they planning on going this far into the room?
Oh, sometimes they just wander down, so
It's not like they're dying or anything.
there we go.
What?
Oh, look, there's a little chilly spot down there.
Now the room in the middle is slightly too warm.
No, it's fine. I mean, too warm for you, sure.
I mean, it's too warm on the outside already.
There's a chilly spot here. And we haven't bought this bit yet, have we? Okay. Now,
Is it time for another psychiatrist's office down there?
yes, but we would need to train more psychiatrists first.
If you smell something
So,
suspicious,
how
please fill out
are we
form
doing for
37B.
doctors who don't have training in anything? Yeah, Edward, we could
The
train in
health
something.
minister's arriving. Oh. Well, me and the announcer just jinxed ourselves with this one.
Thing is, to train another psychologist, I have to take my psychologist off. But so be it.
Shouldn't we wait with that until after we've cured all mock stars?
Well, I don't think we're going to be able to cure all mock stars, so we shall pick that guy. And I want to train Edward.
I realised that I have a hospital-related story today.
Oh, yes.
Is it too soon for stories?
No, you can tell your story. I'm going to see what I can do about starting to train GPs
While
in
you
level
do that,
2.
while I, in the meantime, inform people that I've been suffering from horrible zombie hand infliction for quite some time. It's where my hands are dying a lot quicker than the rest of me. At least that's how I can describe it very visually. It's usually a very gruesome business. It's drooping occasionally and chunks are falling off. It's very concerning. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. Point of case being, it started out in February last year and I've been trying, emphasis on trying here, to get in touch with the NHS to see if they can get it fixed, you know. Because that's what the National Healthcare Service is supposed to do, isn't it? Well, I might have already mentioned in the
Said
past.
he was too old.
Ooh.
Research project complete. Well done, we've completed a research project. This discovery can be used across the whole organization. When a project is completed, researchers will look for work elsewhere unless we kick off another project. As we make new discoveries and travel to new parts of the country, our boffins will propose new areas for research. Keep your eyes peeled for the new projects.
Perilous Spandex 5, a stretch too far.
Tammy's just finished eating a sandwich, so it's a good thing I started talking about my gross hands. It's not a flesh-eating bacteria or something. It's just, part of me trying to die quicker. Maybe the rest of me will catch up.
This, Smith?
Oh, right, sorry.
We'll go for this.
Design a machine capable of injecting patients without having to touch them. They're filthy after all. I approve. Is it
Me
a syringe?
It's,
Oh,
yes.
I know, it's a syringe needle gun.
Oh.
It's where you fire the syringe from the opposite side of the room at the patient. It's gonna be brilliant. Where was I? Right, so I tried having it fixed, and my GP was generally no help. He didn't even put on any medical theatre. That's generally something.
Do you want to...
New illness discovered, inflated ego, a dangerous buildup of narcissistic thoughts. If left untreated, parts of the ego begin to protrude from every orifice, whole of the body, which is highly unpleasant for anyone nearby. A psychiatrist must carefully deflate the ego using a massive pin. We'll send them to the psychiatrist. Cell Technology is suggesting I should hurry up with dying then if, I want to catch up. I'm trying, for crying out loud. Anyway, my GP wasn't a lot of help. He didn't put on any medical theatre. He didn't even bloody touch it. What the hell is he paid for, if not to touch gross bits on people? At least I thought that's how it worked. Maybe it's just different in Germany.
Where's
Anyway.
our trainer?
I don't know. Taking a coffee break, I imagine. They sent me from place to place, and it was all very unfortunate, and nobody knew what to do with this nonsense, or they didn't care, I don't know. Point in case being, eventually I ended up at a general hospital. Well, the second one, really. And the doctor there at least seemed to try to diagnose something by having some tests done on it. You seem to have a ghost problem, by the way.
We do. I think our janitor's on the way. Are you on the way? Oh no, he's off to upgrade that. Right, where's our janitor that does ghosts? That would be either you. Yes, you do. Come on.
In regards to your research, Cell Technology says an injector crossbow is a sophisticated medical tool of the modern times.
It is.
And Lieutenant Lucan says dead inside is no longer relevant, Mira's dead outside now. Well, most people that are dead are also dead on the outside, so it's not very special. Where was I? Oh yeah, there seemed to be a doctor who actually cared, and she sent me to get at least some patch testing done, see if it's maybe just on the offhand chance a weird allergic reaction to some nonsense. Well, I went there, to third hospital, I think, at this point, and as it turns out, no positives. I am not allergic to anything they tested on. I have some sort of hay fever with birch trees and grass and pine trees. Lovely stuff. But nothing that would cause me to die on the outside. Also on the inside. Point in case being, I was at least happy that they were attempting something instead of just looking at it saying, here's another cream to try and then come back in like 6 months. One of the most infuriating parts of trying to deal with the NHS. Everything is just at least 2 months apart in terms of waiting time. Can you mirror the door design like you have it on the other side?
So I have a new
Maybe,
hobby now.
actually. I'll have a look.
Beekeeping.
You don't have to.
I only have 3 bees for now. Not as easy to catch as you'd think, but I'm looking forward to all that sweet, sweet honey. And here's a sweet,
That didn't
sweet
quite work,
melody for
sorry.
you all.
Can't. Let me move that. Move. That. Move. That.
I'm not sure if people can pass by there. Ralph has returned, by the way, and he's got his stitch strip thing off today. And his foot is getting better. Now he can just focus on World of Warcraft for all eternity. My condolences.
How about that, mate? Does that suit you?
Oh, you didn't have to accommodate me. Now that you placed a hand dryer there, people won't get past. No, hold on. That's his hand sanitizer, not
It
the
is a
dryer.
hand sanitizer.
Where was I? Anyway, and after I had that patch testing thing done, I was at least looking forward to getting some form of continued attempts at diagnosis by going back to that very same doctor. However, when I arrived at the hospital, it was some weird other new bloke who just said, "Have you tried this cream yet? How about you try this cream yet? Yes." And then sent me away, along with like 100 other people. I was a bit miffed, to say the least. Miffed is an appropriate term, right? This doesn't
Yeah.
refer to, I don't know,
What does it think is there?
some bloke having gas problems.
No, it doesn't relate to gas problems at all.
Thank you. Where was I? Anyway, and, well, I went on using that cream stuff. It didn't really help. At best, it just vaguely slowed it down, but
Patients with no money. You will
almost
have to
all the
see
other
Dr.
products did the exact same thing. Anyway, eventually it got back to the horrible state again where it started seeping and bleeding everywhere. So I thought, well, maybe it's time I speed up the process of getting my follow-up appointment again, and maybe I can get the
Maintenance
patient,
Automatic scan machines need restocking manually.
patient, what was the word? Patient appointment liaison service to get me back to the doctor I actually wanted to see. And I phoned them, well, I emailed them up because at the time I was phoning them, they were all having their bloody Feierabend, which is a German term for having finished the workday already. I like using it.
Doctor needed inside.
And a couple of days, they got back to me in a very infuriating way. Instead of a guy called me on the phone. I didn't pick it up at the time
I
because
don't often do this, but here's the way that
I didn't pick it up at the time because I was busy and didn't have the time to have a chat with them. And then on the voicemail he said he needs to tell me something very informative. If I could please call him back. If he just needs to tell me something, why doesn't he just send the email back like all the other normal people? But no, fine, I call him.
Report will be in 17 years.
And he says that he's very sorry. He's going to speed up the process of me getting an appointment. But when I brought up that I'd like to be seen by Dr. Shepard, rather than actually the doctor that was helping me in the past, rather than,
Maintenance
you know,
now
just
and
speeding up the
Last
process for
report.
nothing, he informed me that the doctor died.
Yeah, Mia was quite sad, weren't she? Ooh,
It
our
was a
paper
bit.
sheet.
It was a bit distressing because, you know, I was sitting there doing my best at trying to pretend to be an angry customer who definitely wants to have the right product delivered, and then he just says that's not possible because she died, which explains why I didn't see her again after my other appointment. Because when I saw that weird other doctor who just gave me more cream, she was already not working there anymore. Anyway, that was my hospital story so far. It was a jumbled mess. I realized I should get better at story structuring. Does everyone get a gold star award now?
Gold stars for everybody.
Wow. I should scroll back and see what I missed in chat. Tammy is glad that Ralph's foot is getting better. I'm pretty sure so are we. as long as we don't need to mentally imagine it again. Cell Technology confirms that it's never nice to have stitches. Depends on what you're stitching. If you're stitching a sock, it would probably be better than having the hole, I suppose. Ralph corrects me and says that miff just means being annoyed. And then he says something really rude about Christians. I think. I might be misreading that. And then Potato posted a doodle of Sal looking like something Potato saw in a dream when he had a nap earlier. She looks like a panda. A panda involved in music, I suppose. Ooh, what's this? Dear Hospital Administrator, 1-star hospital. Congratulations, your hospital has been awarded a 1-star rating for the 2-point health ministry. It bodes well that your organization has begun to dabble in research. Our initial notes suggested wrongly. It seems that you weren't well suited to this particular task. Rest assured that whoever was responsible for such an off-the-mark remark will be losing their job forthwith. Unless it was me, of course. Perish the thought. Continue with your studies for more rewards, so go elsewhere and expand your organizations. Yours fragrantly, Tarquin Foxbridge, Health Minister.
All I can say, Tarquin, is, yeah, absolutely, I'm sure it wasn't you, and cheeky bastard who said it. What have we got? So we've got the Deluxo Lux 3 and the Encyclopedia bookcase.
Cell Technology points out that the Sal Doodle is reminding him of something. And Cell Technology also points out that I outlived my doctor.
Yeah, it's true.
You could imply that that meant she did her job. So,
well
well
done.
done.
4 of those mock staff. That's
Well,
nice.
that's good enough. Isabel squirmed, the junior nurse, with a very, very weird photo. What even am I looking at here?
I think that's maybe her hand.
Are you sure?
It's like someone's taken a selfie, but they've put their thumb in front of the camera, sort of thing.
I hope it's that. It would be great to work in a really spacious hospital.
sorry.
How about we get some more space in here?
I think it was general diagnosis, wasn't it? So this one's
So,
general
I'm
diagnosis.
using the cream. I'm literally covered in cream the entire time.
So
I'm
let's
sitting in the office just bathing in cream. It's concerning, really. And the problem is, since everyone virtually prescribed me almost the same cream, I have like an endless supply of the garbage. And in theory, that's all just a slightly stronger version of Nivea cream. Nivea cream. You know which one I mean. Blue tub.
Nivea.
Nivea. That's how you pronounce that.
Uh-huh. Right, we're not too
Nivea.
far off.
Oh, fine.
We'll give them more gold stars. Oh, actually, I can put a gold star there. And...
Potato binged the Belzebub webcomic, so that kind of bled into the dream. Not that I've ever heard of it, but let's hope it's not inappropriate, otherwise I would have had to retrospectively censor that. Potato has a crazy idea. Why not just chop off the hand and get yourself a robotic hand? A, 2 hands. It's on both sides now, which is lovely. 2, I suggested that to 2 of my doctors. They disagreed. They said health insurance wouldn't cover that.
Aha! We did it. Right, well, what I want to do one thing before we move on to our next hospital.
Oh, hold the phone. Why does he get... Oh, well done. We have fulfilled a request?
Yes.
Oh, we got a level 4 general diagnosis. Words.
Yes. So that hence all of the gold stars was just to bring that up. Oh!
What's this?
This
is
is
chromotherapy.
chromotherapy.
I was imagining there'd be someone standing there with a remote control and just adjusting.
The bowling alleys, man. You asked me through
Well,
every bit
that
as
worked.
important as libraries and museums. On the way.
Cell Technology is asking if I meant Nvidia cream. Yes. Obviously.
Fabulous. So it's an RBG painter. All right, so, well, I think maybe we should move on to our next hospital, don't you reckon?
Sure, that sounds like a good idea. In the meantime, Lieutenant Lucan was out for tea and wants to know if he missed anything. Just me rambling on about my hands dying and then my doctor literally also dying? That was nice.
Okay. Oh, tumble.
Ah, but also was already there.
Treat all manner of breaks and bruises in this subalpine playground. The county's home for hiking, fishing, and falling down. Okie dokie. Alright, yes.
Tammy is not a fan of Nivea cream. Nivea cream. Nivea sounds so silly. Sound Technology is suggesting I could just add glitter to my cream and Tumble Hospital. Welcome to Tumble. This small town attracts tourists from across the county to climb Tumble Ridge and hike along the Tumble Downs. Lucky for us, this generates hundreds of fractured bones each year. Cha-ching! We'll need to build a fracture ward to deal with these injuries. I recommend building a standard ward and other essentials too. Make sure to keep everyone warm with some radiators. Tumble has been known to experience seismic activity, so look out for earthquake warnings. We'll need janitors ready to deal with any damage. I doubt that you can use just a janitor to fix an earthquake problem. But what do I know, right?
Alright, so this is just telling us we're in a temperature extreme environment. Fracture ward unlocked. Okay.
Nice.
Right, let's see what we have here.
Ah, playgrounds to demolish. Yes.
Yeah, let's check. So, plot 3. So, is this plot 2? Yes.
Why would we demolish our own parking
4,
lots?
plot 5. Okay. So, we have... This is the expanse of the hospital. Because this actually looks quite small.
It does a bit.
Mm.
Then again, it is a small town hospital. You know what I meant.
So I'm thinking that let's just see how many tiles do we have here. How many floor space? So we've got one entrance, which is here. So we're gonna have to put the reception there.
I know we have 3 entrances.
Yeah. I know we've got ways in and out over there, but this is the main entrance. So this is where the people will arrive and where the helicopters
Hold the phone.
will arrive. Yep.
This helicopter landing spot seems to be in a very inconvenient spot. Imagine if someone wants to walk through there while a helicopter is landing.
Let's see, so it's 5 wide. I'm just measuring the floor rather than putting in an actual reception desk here. And to there. So it's
Also 5
to there. And I'm not equidistant. So what we could do then?
Hold on, 3's too wide. And off center too.
Don't worry. So what I'm gonna do is make a little room like that for reception, I think. We'll need a hatch. Now, can I put a cunning plan for this? I think I'll put the hatch at the front.
At the front?
Yes.
Why?
And then a reception pod. It's a shame I can't fit... Can I fit 2 in? I bet I can't. Yeah. It's a shame. Well, 1 will do fine. I don't want them at the side.
Wouldn't it be more sensible to just have 2 normal receptions then? You know, the small desk ones. Instead of having this large thing.
I kind of like these little rooms for the receptionists.
Fair point.
It is just a preference thing rather than a logic thing. Right, gonna need radiators.
Tammy wants to know if Jack and Jill are frequent visitors of the hospital.
I imagine they probably are.
Who are Jack and Jill again?
They went up the hill to fetch a pail of water, and Jack went down and fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after.
Well, it's just a crown. He can
Oh,
replace that
radio.
hat.
There was something I was saving up for. What was I saving up for? Yeah, can you remember?
Printer. I don't know.
There was something really important that
the skeleton you wanted to have in every pharmacy office?
Was it the training rooms that I wanted to save everything up for?
I think it was.
Might have been.
How much kudos do we have? Oh, 300. We could have the
We
skeleton.
could have a bit of a splurge. Right. Okay, that just helps to give us a bit of proportion now to the size of the hospital. So I'm thinking GP's offices along here. I wonder how big a fracture ward needs to be. Like whether we have a ward and a fracture ward.
Should we test how large it needs to be by just, aiming it in the general area without building one right away?
I think we're definitely going to need a new plot pretty quickly because I'm going to want training room and stuff like that in pretty quick. So I want to spend my cash.
Oh, that's going to take a while to actually be built. Oops.
So yeah, that's why I wanted to get it going straight away.
Cell Technology points out that this is a small town hospital that is also small.
Maybe then we have GP's offices on this side. I think we can get 3 in there. We can have a pharmacy, a general diagnostics, another small room there, a staff room and a toilet.
Did you know that according to Cell Technology, Jack in that story was wearing a human bone crown?
No.
Also,
Right.
Potato points out that crown is a play on words. It means he broke his skull.
Yeah.
But they say crown to hide the fact that Jack and Jill died getting water. What?
Okay, 10 so we can do.
I shouldn't be questioning this. We have German fairy tales about a kid who is refusing to cut his fingernails and hair, and then he gets his fingers chopped off. And his hair. Called Struwwelpeter. Very disturbing as a child.
A medicine
Also
cabinet.
very disturbing as a not child person.
A window so everybody can keep... Because we believe in transparency. So everybody can see how good the doctor is by looking into the room.
I see where you're coming from. All our meeting rooms and executive offices are also made out of glass.
They are. So we can... Everybody then can keep an eye on what the executives are up to.
Oh, that's what I mean. This bit of the song. Love it.
Light-headed poster. Oh, Mia's doing a bit of chair boogie and I approve.
Well, they can't see that, nor hear it.
I still approve. Alright, well...
I'm
we'll
going to
do
explain the
that for now.
concept of throwing shapes today. Apparently there was a period in
Good.
expressive dancing to extremely uncomfortably loud music that revolved around the idea of throwing shapes into the room. I don't think it started out like this. It was more like a descriptor after the dance already developed. Basically, as it was explained to me, when you're at one of those rave things and you end up in a sometimes drug-induced hallucinatory state or a trance while listening to the music, you start moving your hands around in a very particular way in rhythm with the music and just stare at them because hands at this point are really fascinating, especially if you've painted them in some fancy glow-in-the-dark colours. What was
Indeed.
that called? It had a name.
Fluorescent paint.
Fluorescent! There you go. And then there's some people who
Oh, have you?
just... Oh yeah, hold on. I can't show that to people. Who
Really
just...
easy. Preferably
like
not.
karate chopping.
fish,
are just
little fish.
moving... Oh yeah, that works too. where they just demonstrate how large their fish is by moving their hands apart and holding them in front of them, and then maybe going from a small fish to a big fish and then back again. And then there are those weird people who put themselves in a box by putting a flat hand above their head and then below their head and then moving that around. Box people. And then there are the shelf stackers who just hold their hands forward with the flat hand pointing at chest height forward and then moving them upward and pointing at the top of the head height forward. Shelf stackers, apparently. Point in case being, you don't need to have all of that illustrated, but the idea is that they constantly move their hands backwards and forwards in certain shapes, and that's where the idea of shape throwing comes from as a form of dance. Very concerning, really. I wouldn't recommend it.
Anyway, Mia, that's quite a lot of storytelling for the moment.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I think maybe I should talk a little bit about the game too.
You should.
Yeah. So I'm going to put toilets over here. And I've left enough room here for a slightly larger office.
And Fish Whispers.
Oh, I love Fish Whispers.
Salivation.
Can we fit hand sanitizer? We can.
Jasmine Odyssey. Is
We're going to need
out
a radiator. Plant in the middle of the room. Yes, that'll do.
This is 2 Point Radio.
Right, we're going to need some radiators around the place. Because no doubt people will start complaining soon. Okay. So you don't need to go silent, Myth.
Oh, I wasn't. I just wanted to give you enough time and space to talk about the game. Lieutenant Lukin is asking if there was a fairy tale about girl Paulinchen who was playing with matches and then burned to ashes. I vaguely remember that, but I feel like the story about the girl playing with matches and then dying of cold is also more relevant than the other one. But I vaguely remember one. So there's that.
Okay.
Patients are reminded not to have dark thoughts.
Oh.
Oh.
That fella looks like he has a fracture. Does he need to have that diagnosed? Apparently he does. Tammy's asking if the story was called Little Match Girl. I wouldn't remember. And even if I did, I'd probably remember the German title.
Fracture ward. Okay. So I think we'll put... Right, I'm just going to pause it while we work out how big this room actually needs to be.
Four by 3.
It has to be, yeah, so it's going to be 4 deep. Well, that's okay. I think maybe...
No.
What?
You can have a 3 deep. You just need to pull it 4 blocks into the other direction, so it doesn't need to stick out like this.
Yeah, but that's going to leave us a really narrow space anyway.
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
So this is only 3 deep.
What if we stick it over there in the right corner?
Oh, hang on. I have an idea, actually, how we could do this and make more efficient use of the space. Let's just cancel this. How do I cancel the room? I forget. I haven't cancelled a room. Yes. So I'm thinking that if we make the corridor along this wall and down there, I can actually make the rooms long and thin.
Oh yeah. What do we do about the toilet though?
Oh, I can move that.
Be gone, toilet.
We'll worry about that in a moment though. So if I get fracture wards, we'll put it down here. want to leave enough space for people to be able to comfortably walk around the place. So, and I'm guessing I need it to be 4 wide. Let's go 5 for the moment. And we'll have our nurse's desk.
Potato
There.
points out that the Matchstick Girl story always made him tear up. We understand why.
Okay, then we have this thing.
The bone
The
machine.
Plasticaster.
Or that. Shouldn't it be called the Cast Blaster or the Caster Blaster, not the...
I'll put that there. Oh,
Oops.
okay.
Those are larger.
They are. Which way is... I see. So that's the head against the wall.
Do they need to be
Let's-
attached to a wall?
No, but it always feels a bit weird having beds that are not back
No,
to
I
the wall
feel
like that.
No, I don't think you could actually place it in the middle of the room, but you mind trying. Yeah,
Yeah,
it needs to be
doesn't want
attached to a wall.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all that many in, unfortunately.
Couldn't you have them
Not even sure I
directly
can do
lined up?
3.
Oh, come on.
Unless, of course, we were to move the Plasticaster down here like so.
Lieutenant Lucan says that fairy tales are weird sometimes. He remembers one, for example, and now his PTSD is returning. Can't we have it opposite? Oh.
Now, I'm thinking that maybe what we do is just expand it that way. Because although it makes a tiny little narrow bit here, it is only a very small narrow bit.
I'd like to have them all in a... Oh, I see where you're going with this. Never mind.
So at least we can fit 4 in now.
Hold on, what if we move the reception desk in the middle along with the blaster caster?
Move it. Where are you thinking?
Couldn't we fit a third one on the wall there?
Well, remember the door
We could
prevents...
move the door.
Huh?
We could move the door.
We could.
Just place the blaster caster into the...
Middle of the room for the moment. Move the door maybe down this end.
Yeah.
Just shunt that over there for the moment.
And
another-
another bed.
Indeed. Like so. It's going to be very cramped.
Well, so are their bones.
We can get that right up against the door there.
Can we fit the blaster caster between the beds? Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, we possibly could, but I think actually middle of the room mightn't be a bad idea for that.
Well, now at least it's equidistant to all the beds.
Right, we'll get
Almost.
the lockers. Let's brush up to Prestige 3. Medicine cabinet. Can we fit one of these in over here? 2 if we can. A bin
By the
would
door?
be good. Actually, if I can fit a hand sanitizer there,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Fire extinguishers. I think fire extinguishers are going to be really important in this hospital if we've got risk of.
Wouldn't it be more sensible to place the bin where the fire extinguisher is and the fire extinguisher where the bin is so you can respond quickly to a fire and the blaster caster?
Well, I think if we have a fire, only the janitors can put it out. So the janitor's going to have to come in through the door. So the extinguisher is immediately there.
I did.
Is my thinking.
I realised we might have some problems cramping some plants in here. Maybe replace one of the medicine cabinet. Oh no, we could. One of the medicine cabinets with a coffee machine.
Yeah, I am more interested in the coffee machine, actually. Because we can use pictures to bring up the... I want that to be a bit closer.
There we go.
Yep.
Nicely done. Lieutenant Lucan is retelling a fairy tale about a girl called Masha who was sent into the wilderness by her greedy sisters. There she met an evil witch, Baba Yaga, and defeated her. And then she killed her sisters with an evil death stick with a skull on top that projected bloody heat rays off it. It was War of the Worlds and not Russian folklore. That happened in War of the Worlds? I have never watched the movie.
Prestige 4.
Nice.
I've never watched the movie, but I have heard the musical.
Oh, place the chair behind the blaster caster.
What?
Behind the blaster caster, leaning against it.
Yeah.
Yes. Can't you bring it closer? Nice.
Like that.
Haha. I can already see a doctor leaning against the machine there.
Okie dokie.
Cell Technology says that Baba Yaga did have a walking house, so it could have been a fighting machine.
Just thinking, we might actually need fire extinguishers in places where I've never put fire extinguishers before. Such as in the bathroom. I don't know what can catch fire in an earthquake event.
I didn't know that an earthquake causes that much fire.
Okay, that doesn't look like we can have one here. We'll put one in the... Earthquakes are terrible for fire. So, yes, I may well remove the toilets so they face the other way or something. But let's have a quick
Can you turn
look.
the room?
Yes.
Well, you could turn the room and then create a copy like it, mirrored copy on the other side, and then have that turn into a treatment room of some sort, or a psychiatry ward.
Just gonna switch on the temperature.
Tammy says that War of the Worlds is about an alien invasion.
Yeah.
You were quick to confirm that.
Yes, like I say, I've heard the musical. It was like a... Do they call it a rock opera?
I don't know. Cell Technology is asking, what if it's a firequake?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Lucan says the musical is amazing, the book is great, the radio broadcast was also marvelous, but the movies are not.
Right, how does that look? That looks a bit more even, doesn't it? Okay, so we now have our fracture clinic. Let's watch that through. Excuse me.
Hoost. Tammy says when the radio broadcast happened, people thought there was an actual alien invasion happening.
Oh, just a thought. Before this nurse gets settled in there, if we go to our staff, which of our staff is doing what? Oh, okay.
We only have one staff.
Our nurse is doing all the nurse things.
Well, it is just a small town hospital in a small town hospital.
At least at the moment, yes. And our doctor, you will only do doctor things.
Cell Technology is wondering, or rather asking, if they weren't planning on making a new movie. Oh, they're basically remaking everything at this point. I like Rory.
I like Lucia.
Ah, that's alright. I guess.
And doctors? No.
I like Ian.
Why?
Oh, never mind. I don't like him anymore. He had a finger pistol pose of some sort.
Inspiring. I don't know what clutch is in non-hospital situations.
Well, obviously it doesn't apply to a hospital, so
Indeed.
let's get him in.
Yeah, so Ian likes to argue, so
Oh, there
I'm
we
not
go. The
having-
finger pistols.
Oh, sorry.
And,
Alfred Fudge. He looks like he's DJing at the moment. Has a dark side. Enjoys doing evil things. I don't know what that means, but I don't think I want him in the hospital just in case. Yep, nurses. Again, have a quick look. Funny, tires easy. I don't really want someone who tires easy. And Rory is unhygienic. Sleeps on the floor. Oh look, finger pistols. I went through a phase where every so now and then I'd sleep on the floor because I quite enjoyed it. Assistance.
It oddly
with
enough does
doing
wonders for your back for some reason.
short temper. Girl next door and funny has a sherbet problem.
What's his sherbet?
Ooh, you are a good teacher, and you could teach stamina and motivation, which would be excellent for our janitors. Wraps presents better than you. Green fingers, high energy and sharp. Oh, you are really good, Lucille. We're gonna have you. Check for janitors. Dorothy wants more money. Yeah, you're not really worth it. Green fingers, positive, and a good downfield vision. And does ghosts, most importantly. And what's that one? That's maintenance. And I think that's what we'll need in an earthquake environment. Very good. Okay. But yes, I want to follow our patient. Oops, my microphone's on the move. There we go. So let's follow this patient and see what happens.
He's awfully quick for having a broken leg and arm. Oh, he just gets in there, I guess. Or not.
Come on, nurse.
No, that's the wrong arm, you idiot. Oh no, I get it now. The caster blaster. They blast the casts off once he's healed.
Ah.
Some patients should be
We might have too many janitors. Several are currently idle.
Yeah, that's fine. I want to recruit them while we can. Okay, so he's going to sit there for a while. Right. Who are you? Oh, yeah, you're one of our people. Fine.
Lieutenant Lucan refuses to accept any kind of War of the Worlds movie unless it has an epic battle between a human ship and an alien tripod.
Bringing you music, sunshine, and old-fashioned charm on 2 Point Radio. And we begin with a belter of a track.
Now, if I did that... Right. I think what I'm going to do here then is this staff room.
Oh yeah, we probably need one.
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put it so that it comes around the corner here.
Don't we
see,
need
and that
another ward on
was
the other side?
2. Like that. Just slow this down a touch.
So here's a fictional scenario. One morning, Sal wakes up as a cat, and in trying to escape her room, she stubs her paw and says, meow. As in, my owl.
Ah,
Oh my goodness, I hurt myself.
I see. Is this where I laugh?
I imagine so. You've worked on your fake laugh.
Please be aware, not being aware costs lives.
We need a bin and a fire extinguisher just in case. A hand sanitizer somewhere near the door. Coffee maker because our staff deserve the best. And what's happening with my microphone? Every so now and then it just jumps and moves.
Do you want me to waddle around and see if I can fix it?
Okay, that seems to have stabilised it, at least for the moment. Light-headed poster.
Oh!
What?
Here's a good fictional scenario from Cell Technology. Mate becomes naked and starts to think about spider riding.
We're having a gold star in this room because all of our staff are gold star, deserve a gold star.
Our standards must be really low. And Potato says his fictional scenario was funnier in his half-awake head. I've been
I
told
would like
today
a
that we
rook.
do have a Tim Hortons here. That was that Canadian Starbucks brand, right?
A rug is probably not the best thing to spend my money on, but I want one.
We have one now.
So we have one. Alright, what's all the buzzing going about? Pharmacy. Get patient to wait, ward required, get patient to wait, get patient to wait. We'll do all of those things. Right, so
Shouldn't we pause?
pharmacy. I suppose.
Cell Technology wants to know Tim Hortons? You know, Tim Hortons? That was the Canadian one. Potato is now surprised. We have a Timmy's in the UK. Yeah, I'm surprised. Apparently we have a whole 17 of them already in the country. And would you believe it? One of them is right here in the city.
Oh, in Manchester?
Well, not right here in the city. You have to go down to the university part of town. Heavens forbid. But yes, you can go get there and apparently buy a donut.
We should do that just because that way we can tell all of our Canadian friends that they're not that special after all.
I thought Tim Hortons was best known for their
Donuts
coffee.
and coffee? Yeah.
Too bad I don't drink coffee.
We'll have a chair for when staff are off duty.
Concerns me that you never place that drug mixer diagonally in the corner.
But if you put it right against the wall, then you can put less things against the wall. There's some stuff that has to go against the wall.
I know.
So, you know, just trying to
Oh
combine a
heavens,
little
that
bit
poor guy is just falling out of the room now.
He's about to go on a little ride. Indeed.
In my defense, I only found out today that we have a Tim Hortons.
Actually can do wards, so I am going to allow this one to also do pharmacy.
But yes, there is a
This one do
pilgrimage planned
everything.
now to the Tim Hortons here.
Oops, I meant to do higher. Let's see if we can get any more nurses yet. Sally, how are you? High energy. Yeah, okay. In
Leaves
fact,
the bag in what?
you can go do that. Sometimes it's better not to ask questions.
Fair point.
And what about doctors?
Potato, would you mind explaining Tim
Motivators.
Hortons to Cell
Preferably not.
technology, or rather, explain it to me so I can explain it to Cell. I don't want to misrepresent them.
We need award. We've got 2 people wanting for award.
Look what you've done now, Potato. Since you didn't explain it, Cell Technology now believes it's called Plim Timton Hortonage. Plim Timton, here's a Hortonage.
Oh, I'm gonna sneeze.
You're not sneezing. We're all disappointed now.
Oh, still feels like I might sneeze at any moment.
The more you announce it, the less you're going to sneeze.
Actually, I don't think I'm gonna sneeze.
That's what I just said. Potato explains that Tim Hortons are fairly popular for their coffee gambling, roll up to the rim to win contests, which is mainly a Canada-only thing. You have to explain that one to us. And while you can win things like a car and cash, it overall feels amazing just to win a free donut. Generally, winning a free thing is nice. I guess that's why the McDonald's Monopoly thing took off so unreasonably well.
Right, we'll give the nurse a
Cell Technology wants to know
locker.
who needs to have a free donut when you can have 12 free donuts. Why not have both and have 13 free donuts?
That is going to cause a problem.
Potato briefly explains that Tim Hortons is a Canadian donut and coffee shop named Tim Hortons, or the Canadian nickname for it would be Timmy's. Are we sure we only need one changing room?
What?
Are we sure we only need one changing room, though?
I'm sure that I would rather have the extra beds to the extra changing
You
room.
could shift the reception desk to the right of the door, fit another changing room besides the door then, where the reception desk is right now, and then shimmy the locker over into the corner.
I think we'll see if we can get by on one.
Fair point.
They take a lot of floor space. I'm not that bothered actually about a filing cabinet. We do need a bin.
Can we fit it in with free placement between?
I've got it in front like that. I think that'll be alright. Fire extinguisher. I want close to the door. I'm actually going to move that locker a little bit further over. How far over can we go?
Cell Technology doesn't know if there are any Tims in Finland, but he hasn't seen a single one yet. Well, I have never seen one myself either. I just learned today when my co-worker was talking about them.
Oh.
Or, well, the one here.
I was which co-worker?
Crazy Soup Lady.
Oh.
She was talking about how when you make a donut, they cut out the middle bit, and then they resell the middle bit as the donut hole at Tim Hortons.
That's true. I think I'm going to do away with one of those and put in one of those.
Well, that patient is going to have one hell of a recovery.
And we'll have a plant in the middle of the room. Right, let's
Educate people.
Yep, absolutely. But look after yourself or this may happen.
The American
think
version
that's
of
bad,
Tim Hortons would
this
be
can
called
happen.
Dunkin' Donuts. Never really liked Dunkin' Donuts. I've tried it myself as part of a weird American... Oh, best patient. Congratulations.
Yeah, they're best patient. This is best nurse. How about that?
Can we place one in the changing room?
No, we can't.
Best
Oh,
naked
great.
person.
Best
Dresser. Best dressed. No, hold on. That would imply they're best undressed. And I'm not happy with that.
How about that?
Tammy points out that since there are Tims in America, the American version of Tims is Tims.
Okay. Staff, have we got...
Who we just hired? Can we get new staff already?
Go to the loo. Lose your place in the queue.
I want this person to be working in one or other of the wards.
Oh, roll up the rim is where you roll up the paper lip and you can win things like a free coffee, donut, cash card, etc.
Such wonderful music reminds me of
right.
my youth, when I could just sit quietly.
So it
and
is
listen to
like the
songs
Tim's
one
version
after
of
the other.
McDonald's
Well,
Monopoly.
never mind. Let's listen to some more songs.
I think I need to start putting some benches and things down.
Lieutenant Lucan is asking if we're talking about Dungeons and Donuts. Now, we're talking about Donuts and Donuts. Although, according to Tammy, Dungeons and Donuts sounds awesome.
It does. It
She'd
does.
go there.
I would too.
Is that like a D&D night where the Dungeon Master just brings donuts along? Sounds nice.
Okay, right. Are we lacking anything that anybody already wants?
We have the pharmacy and we have the ward, so we're alright.
How is our ward looking for busyness? Do we still have
Fairly
spare
calm.
beds?
Oh, we missed the deplastification.
Oh, yeah.
Oh well, we'll just wait for another person to break the thing.
I'm sure it will happen soon enough. I did see someone wandering around the hospital, actually, looking like they probably needed it. Yep, there we go. He's on his way.
Well, she is very slowly.
Right, rooms. So...
We're missing a doctor. White coat, average height, answers
That?
to doctor.
Hey. Did you like that? Time's easy,
I like his hair.
but motivated. Doesn't listen to Nigel Bigglesworth anymore. But yeah,
Aw,
he's
I
pretty
hate these.
good. Unmotivated means walks slower. I think we'll take him anyway.
Off you go.
Indeed.
Apparently, Roll Up the Rim came first, and the Monopoly of McDonald's is a slightly different format.
Magic, healing hands, and entertains people with their dance moves.
Oh, very
yeah.
well.
We're gonna have to train them though.
But yes, the idea is basically the same. I'm sorry, it's just that the McDonald's Monopoly is the most popular equivalent idea here in the European area. I think.
Right, General Diag. Let's get medicine cabinet in there. That doesn't feel like it's properly aligning.
Cell Technology doesn't think he likes the idea. Yeah, it basically turns your
Now
fast
taking
food meal into
application.
gambling
Yeah,
attempts.
sir.
It's kind of like that loot box controversy that's currently going on in gaming, but with fast food. Only problem is people didn't care about it when that happened.
We'll have a coffee maker in the corner.
Today I had to explain to my co-worker, the slightly older, technically inept co-worker, that he can actually access his email from anywhere. He brought his laptop into work today, and then realized, oh, hold on, when I send myself an email now, I can't actually read it until I get home. And I had to explain to him that he can get his email anywhere. His email is not tied to his house, his email is tied to him. He could get email if he were in Nepal or in space.
It was a revelation for him.
It was. He was very surprised. However, when I told him that he could get his email from both in Nepal or in space, he said that he doesn't want to visit either place. Then I tried to explain to him that I have some bad news about the second location, since he technically already is in space. It confused him,
It
to say
did.
the least, so I tried to come up with an easy-to-understand analogy for how to explain that he's in space. So I told him he's a fish.
Yeah, it went downhill from there.
Should I not finish that story?
It's going to be a long one, isn't it?
No, I can make it quick. So he's a fish. He's living inside an aquarium, and the aquarium is in a living room. The living room is space. The fish is in the living room. He's in space. Ward emergency. There has been an outbreak of wart-related illnesses after the 2-point squabbler released a feature on advanced sleeping positions with incorrect diagrams that led to a range of internal and external conditions. There's a group looking for treatment. We'll be rewarded if we treat this group. Should we have them sent here? Of course. We have 6 patients with Porter's head. He then wanted to know what that makes astronauts. Well, they're also in space, simply put, really. But they're in more space. And less heavy. Well, that was the short version of the story.
Oh, it's cold down here. Okay, we can fix that. It's a little cold down here as well in our staff room.
Oh,
There we go, now it's nice and toasty.
I feel like it's still cold on the other side of the wall in the wards.
Maybe. Oh, there's someone who can upgrade. Nausea inducing though. Yeah.
Tammy says that there's a grocery store here in Texas, or there in Texas, that does the Monopoly game too. I can't see that working in a grocery store, but alright.
Right, I'm going to set up a training room over here.
Oh, that finished building, probably a while ago.
Oh yeah, I just set it up. Do you know what though? I could move our ward over there.
In the event of a fire, please run for your lives.
It would make it easier to expand. Although we don't seem to be too heavily used at the moment. Alright, well, I'll just put a little training room over here.
Listen to Ricky Hawthorne.
Radio 4? You changed the channel, for crying out loud.
We're coming up to the top of the hour, which, if you ask me, is the very best part of the hour. I know, some of you will say, but Ricky, what about the bottom of the hour? And you'd be right.
What? I don't like him, but he's somehow still alright. Cell Technology says that you can feed him food that's 20% preservative and 100% processed, but don't try to make him gamble.
Oh, the encyclopedia bookcase costs 2,000.
Potato.
But speeds the training.
Ooh, nice.
I think we'll put at least one in.
Maybe
two.
two.
It's
What
gonna
about three?
cost us half our cash already.
Potato says if it's purely all bonus for the McDonald's Monopoly and Tim Hortons, you don't lose anything from partaking. Well, it still has a potential addictive gambling element attached to it. Maybe you're planning on buying a whole load of more burgers in hopes that you win the big prize. So you can lose something because you exceed the initial expectation of things you were planning on buying there, just to increase your chances. And that's the whole point behind that McDonald's Monopoly. I'm making a wake for a friend. I need a lot of air. ASAP, could you catch me some of those motor beasts?
Oh dear, do we have mono beasts running around?
I have no idea. We do not have the demonobrow fire thing. Do we?
Right. Before let's just have a look at our staff and see what we've got. So, doctors... Oh, we do actually have someone who can do psychiatry. Good. So, I think I'm going to train these two in training. We'll start with... No, I'll get both of them going. So that is Mickey... Oh, Tabby can't train yet. Okay, so just Mickey.
Well...
What about our nurses, actually?
Oh yeah, we could train the nurses in training at the same time, couldn't we?
We could. Be really nice if this nurse had a training spot.
Oh yeah. But she's busy right now.
Yeah. I don't.
She does get a training spot as soon as she, quote unquote, levels up and demands more pay, right?
Yeah. But
Right.
it's quite a ways off. 193 points out of 1,000. So not worth waiting for. Right, we've already got someone there who's trained. And our janitors. No, that's our everybody. Our janitors.
No training slots.
No.
Ah.
Okay, so it's just the one doctor, and it is Mickey Vinegar who we're going to train to train. Okay, so training course is available. We want our train to train. And we want to... Oh, of course, our assistant can actually do this.
Oh.
Alright, yeah, you do that. You can train to train Mickey Vinegar. Very good.
Dr. Mickey Vinegar, please.
Indeed. Okay.
Speaking of Monopoly, Rooster Teeth, I assume a YouTuber, is having a mini-series where they play Monopoly with real cash that they get to keep in real life. In any other environment, you'd have a lot of dead bodies. Well, you might have them there too. Or they have a lot of disposable cash.
Have we got any nurses doing nothing at the moment?
Well, it looks like we had someone wait for the changing room to open up, so clearly we need more.
Can we hire any nurses? Class clown, startled by fog. Thinks their life is a rom-com. Boy next door thinks cartoons are good. Yes, we'll have you. And then what we'll do is I'm gonna increase the extra staff. And then we'll just make sure that the staff that we are putting on is not Nigella. So Nigella can work, we'll say, not the pharmacy. We really need to train Nigella in treatment. There we go. So
Why is our nurse not putting that one guy into bed? Oh.
Yeah, I think the problem here is actually shortage of staff rather than shortage of waiting rooms. Changing rooms. There we go, that should help.
Hold on, what?
There's nothing like a burp. And now, Burp Soda comes in 3 new flavors. With 23% more fizz.
Okay,
Open
speaking
your
of
mouth and have a
fizz, we
24
need...
hours a day.
This was the
This is
worst Radiohead I've ever listened to in my life.
Please be aware.
We placed one window in this ward and we immediately covered it up with a drink machine.
and a fire extinguisher. Let's have a hand sanitizer, just in case.
Potato saying, wait, hold the horns. You've never heard of Rooster Teeth before, Mir? Cell Technologies, in the meantime, is holding the horns. Thank you. I have to steal that phrase, by the way. No, I have not. Who is Rooster Teeth? Do roosters even have teeth? I doubt it.
Can we fit
This
a
nurse wants to
magazine
have a
rack?
newspaper.
I think Doesn't that mean they're about to go on a break or something?
Yeah, the nurse is walking
Yeah.
into the break room.
Means they're ready for a rest. Okay. So we could do with hiring another nurse if we could. Class
Oh.
clown. Go on then.
Oh, alright.
As required in general diagnosis.
And yeah, you can do that. We've got so many people who can work on wards that I'm going to say no to working on the wards. And not in pharmacy, ideally. I mean, really just diagnostics, but we haven't got anyone in treatment yet, so
Yeah.
Maybe
Potatoes
do
posted
something.
the blinking guy gif. It speaks to me on a spiritual level, really. We still have too many janitors, by the way.
how's our training going? Oh yeah, do you need to heat up this area around here?
Nurse to the ward, please.
Right, did training complete? I think it must have. So let's see what we've got in our staff at the moment. So, doctors. You could train Rosie in GP2. That would probably be good. Can we bring on any new doctors?
Oh, we have a whole new batch of them.
Terribly dull. Has a dark side. Does that mean they're evil? Yes. Brandy's nasty and unhygienic. Motivated, going places.
And he
Okay.
dresses like a bee!
We can have B-Man.
No, he has a name.
Right, and now I'm going to say, let's do GP2. And we'll use Mickey Vinegar,
Thanks, Mickey.
and we'll train one of our junior doctors. Excellent.
Potato, link the Rooster Teeth to me in Discord. I should have a look at the many
Medical
shows
Solutions
it has.
introduced
Oh.
a wonderful new feature in all their
Oh!
hospitals.
Did we miss
At
the
one
deplaster?
press of a
We
button,
did.
We did.
bedridden
Oh, for
patients
crying
can
out
now
loud.
order any jumbo product and have it flown in by drone directly to their room. How's that for convenience?
Special report. Well done. We cured enough of the patient group. This has helped our reputation and we've been sent a reward.
Nice. 3 out of 6 patients. Yay!
Rooster Teeth doesn't sound like a YouTuber anymore. Unless it's like a network of YouTubers. Anyway.
Oh, I have got some. Yeah. Let's put some drinks machines and snack machines and things down here.
Dan Lugan says Rooster Teeth is great. He's actually surprised how they are able to produce so many shows despite not being a large corporation. Ooh.
Oh, somebody just died.
Well, that's not the problem. I just realized how pretty apparently a hospital is in this corner.
No, that was the hygiene.
Oh, how hygienic this part of them. Oh, it is a YouTube film company. I guess.
We'll put a magazine rack. Right. It isn't at all pretty.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we should do something about that.
I don't know why, but if I were to walk into a hospital that has that many plants in the hallway, I would not find it prettier. I'd mostly be concerned, really. Like with this many plants just lingering around, it looks more like they they're trying to cover something up. Oh no, we need a deluxe lab.
Oh. We can do that.
Visitor from Holostyx. Rival executive and CEO of Holostyx, Augustus Lavender, will be coming to the hospital soon. Apparently intends to warn our patients that the medicine we provide is made up. He's pretty harmless, but we should keep an eye on him in case he becomes a nuisance.
Okay.
Also, we should impress him with a nice hotel. Hold on, there's a stash. There's an eyebrow in the middle of the hallway.
Hang on. Let's just get zoomed in.
I think you can't click on it because your time's too slow.
Ah. Got it.
Nice. And you only need
Your
4 more of
comfort is
these
important to us. Please try
in
to be comfortable.
180 days.
And what, sorry?
You only need 4 more of these mono beasts to
Ah.
finish that snaff request in couple of days.
Right, yes, Deluxe Clinic. Let's use our place across the road here for this sort of thing.
You're on the air with Ricky Hawthorne. Well, actually, I'm the one who's on the air. You're just listening to me being on the air. You're listening to the air.
There.
I'm listening to the air.
How much space do we have there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could do another 3 by 3 there.
Like a
So-
psychiatrist's
The
office.
youngest in the hospital.
Oh, the Holostyx CEO is here. Can we take a look at him?
Yes, in just a moment.
Of course. Potato's surprised that they have slept off my content writer. Rooster Teeth apparently made successful shows like Red vs. Blue and RWBY. I am faintly familiar with Red vs. Blue, but I have no idea what the other thing is. But that's alright, I usually try to live under a rock, pop culturally speaking.
There we go. Right, we want a bin, a fire extinguisher, and a hand sanitizer. We have a radiator. Actually, do you know that radiator I should probably not put right next to the equipment? We'll have a little staff area up there with a coffee maker and a chair.
I feel like it needs a plant to the left of the coffee maker.
If one will fit, we'll have it.
Oh, we don't have enough benches.
Okay. There is probably a place where we need a bench.
In the event of a fire,
I think we might need to move that over just a touch. Okay. Let's do a bit of postering.
Shouldn't we buy more posters at some point?
Yeah. But
We need the skeleton.
yeah. I mean, we
alright.
could get.
No,
Oh,
no.
training speed.
Oh, it does.
More training speeds. That
Oh,
one's only 5.
you could get the 2 training posters and then spend 10 kudosh on the eye poster.
So that's anatomy, brain anatomy,
And eye testing.
and the eye test.
It says eye on the
Indeed.
poster.
It does.
Is there another one for 5?
Eye. Anatomy. Brains. Okay.
There's
That's
another
good.
poster for 5 kudosh down there. Oh, that would have been too nice.
No, I
guess.
think it's the only cheap thing.
Yeah, I
Some
guess
good
it is.
advice from George Bristles, who sent in
Let's have
this
another
quote.
gold star.
If at first you fail,
We're
be
so close
thankful that
to
you have
level 4.
friends.
There we go.
Watching them fail too will make you feel better. He's right, you know.
Okay, we're going to need benches down here.
Not that I want to rush you, but I feel like we're about to miss the CEO.
Okay, let's go see. Hang on, what's this? Oh!
New illness discovered. Hurty leg. Caused by excessive physical activity. Requires a fracture ward. They didn't put a whole lot of effort into that disease.
Right, can we see this guy? Here
Oh,
he is.
no.
No soiling the hospital.
Oh no. I like him. I'm rooting for him now, for crying out loud. He gets to walk into the staff lounge.
He's obviously visiting the staff. Oh, look, thumbs up at the staff room. Aha!
New illness discovered. Monobrow. Extreme hair growth caused by excessive consumption of both highbrow and lowbrow entertainment. The monobrow must be carefully removed and placed in a secure container to prevent it from escaping. Uh-oh.
What?
We're in the red.
We are. Might take out a loan if... Oh, yeah, because we're going to need a PANS lab.
Oh, goodness.
So I think
We
probably will
also
take out a loan.
desperately need a second GP. Have you seen the queue in front of that office?
No.
New illness discovered. Lightheadedness. Lightheaded patients are notable due to their bulbous heads.
Bulbous. Like a bulb.
Yes, I know. Does Mia have a hurty arm disease? No.
Okay.
14 people in the queue. I feel like that's where they need the benches.
Okay. So we'll take out a loan.
A potato has a very helpful tip. Sal, you snap escape low bros very easily by pressing Alt F4.
I think I'll take out a large loan because that's useful. And then, yes, we'll get another GP's office because that is going to be
Couldn't we
impacting
just
on our
copy
profits.
the other one?
No, there's no such thing as a copy.
Oh, what a shame.
And I kind of
Wrong
glad
way
about
around.
that because if there was, I would just be copying things and they'd all end up identical.
I know, but I thought now you need a room quickly.
Support.
Ah, mirroring. Or not.
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Aha, now your janitors have too much to do, I see.
Hand sanitizer, radiator. Can we get that behind underneath the window? Best
that
place for
looks
radiators.
nice.
People think there's a fallacy about this. I've been correcting people while shaking my fist angrily in YouTube comments when I've been watching people playing 2.0 Hospital and not putting radiators under windows. I've been shaking my fist and saying, no, you don't understand. It's all about physics. There's a reason why you put them under windows.
Today's sponsor is Rent an Eel.
What?
Rent an Eel for all of your short-term eel-based needs.
This sounds like such an Boris thing to have.
There's a Gold Star coffee maker. Did I put an eye test poster? I think an eye test poster would be good in a doctor's office.
I guess.
Okay, and yeah, that'll do.
And then we can build a PANS lab in the corner there, can't we?
No, I'll put another GP's office or a psychiatrist in there, maybe.
Oh yeah. I just thought because that one would be 4 wide instead.
Dark side, nasty, has potential. Oh, psychiastrist as well.
Report, glass eye, brow.
Boy next door, hygienic. Right, let's hire these two. Okay, Pan's Lab. We need to build that Pan's Lab. I'm going to build the Pan's Lab. Whoops, overshot. Here we go. Here. So we'll have all our treatment stuff over here.
Oh yeah, that's a sensible approach, I imagine.
Because with the doctors and diagnosis, they're in and out and backwards and forwards. So they could go to the doctor, then to general diag, then back to the doctor before going to treatment. If they still haven't diagnosed them, maybe they go to psychiatry, then they go back to the doctor, then they go to treatment. So they're in and out of the rooms. And what we want to do is make sure that, but with these rooms, once they're sent there, they're on their way home or they're dead. One way or another, this is the last visit to the hospital.
But
Right,
it makes
so
sense
we
to have
want
it
a
connect
pencil.
right to the street.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Let's put the door next to it, and I think we'll have the patient walk in on it like that. Yep. We'll have the fire extinguisher as you come in the door. Hand sanitizer can be that side of the door. We'll have a radiator in this corner. Coffee maker tucked at the back there where the staff tend to be.
I think Cell Technology was trying to say that finding out that you can rent a deal, an eel, is a reeling discovery. You have a joke book full of these.
Just a wall of posters.
Here are all the other diseases you could have.
Yeah.
Does
this
that
is
make
why
you feel
should-
comfortable while you're violently being shaken around with this machine?
It's like, this is why you should feel good about the condition you have.
You could be a bloody clown.
Okay. Yeah, he keeps telling me about my drug mixer. How are we doing? Actually, it's not in use at the moment. I don't have anyone, a janitor trained in mechanics.
Cell Technology says that he's way better than a joke book. I'm just trying to say that you do have a lot of these jokes. Where are you taking them all from?
Oh,
Fear not, dear listeners, for Sir Nigel Bickleworth has arrived to
Ah!
elevate your radio
No!
experience beyond the mundane. But first,
Oh no,
a
it's
piece of
going for
music.
one of those things to hide under.
got it.
Well done. Ah, Sir Nigel is back.
He's your favourite, isn't he, Mia?
He is.
Okay, so yes, we need some more benches around here, don't we? And I'm going to move that plant over a little bit. I still don't have a psychiatrist, do I?
You don't.
Have we really not?
Potty mouth discovered. When the patient opens their mouth, terrible things happen, caused by drinking water from a toilet sink or a toilet.
Treatments in the pharmacy, okay.
Tammy says that you could close a joke book and put it back on the bookshelf, unlike Cell Technology, we assume. Oh, this guy's still walking around here.
He is.
And we still have too many janitors, by the way.
Oh, that's just in his opinion. Let's do like that, I think. Like that. Yeah.
Anything deposited in a bin is now hospital property. No rummaging.
Cell points out that yes, indeed, there isn't any cell shelves around here.
There isn't any what, sorry?
You know, a joke book can be placed on a bookshelf, but you can't place a cell technology on a cell shelf. I feel like that was a joke. Speaking about jokes, am I allowed to do one more story?
Sure.
Lovely stuff. Well, that didn't sound good. Today, I was working on an Excel spreadsheet, and then...
Oh, was this your... I'm going to jump to the punchline, aren't I?
Oh, you are going to jump to the punchline immediately. Just interrupting me. Thank you. Okay, fine. Sal took the bloody spreadsheet from me away, just like she's going to take the bloody punchline away. I was sitting behind her, basically telling her how to do it properly, because that spreadsheet is my baby. This psychiatrist has a whole lot of awards. Anyway... I was then asked, hold on, do you want to deliver the punchline? Feel free to. Go ahead. You haven't told any stories today.
Yeah, I had to tell Mia to stop backseat spreading.
Backseat Excel spreading? The alternative would have been backseat Excel sheeting.
Right, sure.
And I'm not sure, both sound kinda bad.
A patient is dead.
Oh,
It could have been funny if you had drawn it out. I had written it down. I had a script on this piece of paper here.
Relentless stream of deaths.
What? Oh, we can't keep this up. We can't keep this up for a whole year. Half
90
a year.
days?
Yeah, half a year, sorry.
Well, 90 days is actually a quarter of a real year, but I don't know how many days there are. We have, right, let's find, where's our janitor with the...
The majority of people seem to be pretty chill about the ghost there.
Oh, he's ghost catching. Okay. That's
No
fine.
cell technology, not backdoor sheeting. Warning, warning, seismic activity has been detected in the area. This could damage our machineries.
Okay.
Do we get any effects? Who are these people all of a sudden?
It's a fracture emergency.
Oh. Well.
I think we probably need to build another toilet over here, you know?
Tammy found this backseat Excel sheeting or spreading funny. Since she's worked with Excel before, she finds it hilarious.
Warning.
Uh
Seismic activity detected.
oh.
We have very high ceilings, apparently.
The roof. Oh, look at that! He doesn't even wait for the earthquake to finish before he starts tidying up. That's amazing.
First responders, everyone. You gotta love them.
Oh no, look, the poster fell on the floor.
Oh no! And the doctor is screaming at the fallen over poster.
Panic over, time for coffee. Okay, so...
Publicity update. We received a gift from Holostics, courtesy of Augustus Lavender. I was a bit suspicious, so sent it to the lab. Apparently it's what's known as a homeopathic poison. It's entirely safe to drink and actually quite tasty. He must really hate us. We got 15 reward points.
Marvellous.
15 reputation points.
Oh. Oh no, if they just come out. Oh no, they're going in.
But they already had lost their things. What are we blasting then?
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
Oh, they have a cast on. Maybe that's what you need to do with Hurty Leg.
Oh. What about the people
Oh
that...
god. Oh. Right, janitor.
The janitor's
Oh, the
there
janitor's
already.
there,
He
okay.
was waiting for this to happen.
Okay, yeah, the janitors are... I do
Nurse
need to...
needed in general diagnosis.
Is there anywhere else where we've got machines? Oh, look. He's happy. He's just doing thumbs up to himself. Right, that's not too bad.
Did we
This
fix the
one-
poster in here? Well, where did the poster go? Did we lose it?
I don't know.
No.
We can always put more posters there, though, mate.
We can rebuild them.
We will recover. We will make it better than it ever was before. We will have
Hold on,
brains
this was
on the
already
walls.
the poster room.
Yeah, I think all the posters were on the other side, actually.
I shall be visiting the old Croc Museum in Sweaty Palms later this week.
There we go.
I sincerely hope they have corrected the multiple cases of mislabeled geodes I spotted last time. Speaking of museums, I believe this next song belongs in one.
Right, I was just
brilliant.
gonna have a little look here and see if I was to put in. Okay, so I can't fit another.
You could fit it in the corner there, couldn't you?
Could get a 3x3 in if I shunted it down. Not necessarily a toilet here, but I just wanted to sort of see. Right, let's cancel edit it.
Apparently we need more nurses.
Let's have a look. Not right now.
Ushafulnos.
Beasts,
Some.
Yeah.
We didn't shoot enough mono beasts.
Oh, we missed the pan being removed. Oh dear.
Well, that went well.
So
Cell
go 90
Technology is
days
asking
without
for a
death.
9x9 toilet.
Oh, we've got another pan's patient coming.
Oh, he's going to get motivated seeing that person dying right in front of the room he's about to enter.
At least the pan's over his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, it's not, is it?
We'll see in a moment, but he might have spotted it.
The hospital may well be haunted.
That looked relatively smooth.
He might have broken his neck, though. Oh, never
Yay.
mind.
Oh, and he deserves a promotion. Yes. Yes, well done, Miles. You cured a patient and you didn't kill them. Not right now on the training. Yeah, and he's given us another thumbs up.
He seems to be a very cheery doctor. I'm rooting for him now.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're scaring this patient we just cured out of the hospital with a ghost. No, he's
Okay.
unaffected by ghosts. He's too happy to live.
Come on over here. Don't worry about watering the plants for the moment.
Sal,
Yes.
remember my magnum opus in terms of jokes?
Yes.
Potato would like to know what was your magnum opus in terms of jokes.
A horse walks into a bar. Barman looks at the horse and says, "Why the long face?" There you go. That's my best joke.
That's the best rehearsed joke, I imagine. She's a lot better at improvisation. But it doesn't happen, with the snap of a finger. It happens naturally.
More GP's offices. Okay.
We could twist the toilet around and fit another one in the corner, couldn't we?
Oh. Got it.
In today's Sun Nigel Reviews, I cast a critical eye on Crockle Bay's most exclusive nightclub, the Coba Banana. At least, I thought it was exclusive. I entered expecting...
I see that, but I'm
class,
listening to the
elegance,
radio.
jazz
Oh.
Instead, I got youthful, sweaty revelers convulsing to some ungodly noise. I should not be making a repeat visit.
Anyway, we've discovered jazz hands, a hand injury caused by too much enthusiastic thumb clicking, hand waving, and skin burns resulting from prolonged exposure to acid jazz. We'll send them to the ward. Do you think our one doctor who does all the thumbs upping might have
he'd be
that
perfect,
problem
wouldn't
soon?
he?
What do you mean he's perfect?
Well, because he'd understand.
You're supposed to be on the side of the hospital, not on the side of the disease.
Any suspicious
Well, no, he would
objects
understand,
should be
is what I'm
referred to
thinking.
special
But you made
we've
it
got
sound
an
like he would be
emergency
perfect to be infected.
Oh yeah, we got somebody else going in here. I was thinking about moving the ward down here. Oh, look, they're cold. Oh, we can fix that easy enough.
Ooh, it sure is cold in there.
There you go. And there's not much in the way of facilities either.
All
So
horse
let's
jokes
get
should be
them-
turned into glue.
Maintenance announcement. Automated snack machines need restocking manually.
We need something for them to drink and something for them to eat. There we go. Right, now I better had just get a toilet in down here. So, rooms, toilet,
Maintenance announcement. Plants need water.
and I'll do that little thing. Actually, I can expand the toilet all the way to there.
Why haven't you done the same thing with the training room on the other side?
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well. I'll check that in a moment. So, what we can do then is put the toilets along here, like so. I haven't put a door on yet. Put the door there.
Sal would like to know if we do have any water fountains in the hospital. I don't
No,
think we've
not
unlocked
yet.
this yet.
One day. We aspire to a water fountain hospital. The reason
In the meantime, we
why-
have a drink dispenser
Yes,
in the form of a fizzy drink vending machine.
but because I'm playing it by advancing the locations as fast as possible.
End of year approaching.
That's not actually the best way.
This is Nigel Bickleworth
No, I don't want to stop editing the room.
on 2 Point Radio. One must put up with so many offensive inventions these days. Pure travesties that belittle all of humanity. But I ask you, pork pies? What will they think of next?
There we go.
I don't know why, but I really agree with this man right now.
Can we not get back the review? I don't think we can.
Aw, no.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh well,
So-
we probably won about 4 awards.
Yeah.
Potato's bird is currently looking out the window and watching the snowfall, while Tammy's cat is at the window looking at the birds.
Ooh, career goal achieved.
Upgraded 5 machines. You can collect your reward by going to the career goals list on the map.
Staff promotion. Certainly. Right, we should think about training some people. Let's have a look at our staff and what we need, who we need to train in what. It would be nice to... Well, now let's focus on our doctors and nurses because we should really advance these people. Getting our psychiatrist another training, maybe.
Good patients, please stop coughing.
Nurses.
Oh, Normal Burp has like 2 additional spots, doesn't he?
Who? What?
Normal Burp. No, one of the nurses.
Oh, yeah. I don't think so. Isn't that just the background?
I can't tell. Oh no, they're grayed out. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah.
It was the background.
I'm thinking about training Nigella
In at
in
least wards?
treatment. Because at the moment we don't have anyone trained in treatment as a nurse, and it would be good. And then they could work, they'd be more effective working in something like the Clown's Lab.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So let's do that then. So treatment. Oh, we do have a doctor who could do that.
Oh yeah.
And he's got good teaching speed too.
Nice.
And so we want our nurse who's not trained in anything else.
Yeah.
But none of the others yet. Alright.
Anyway, we're coming towards the end here, I'm afraid.
No!
Oh no, he's dead. The guy with the B-shirt.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Staff challenge. Unfortunately, we failed. Oh. Special report. Sadly, we didn't cure enough of the patient group. This has damaged our reputation. Oh no.
That's okay. We cured 1 out of 5. And it was probably more of a time thing. The others are still in there. They're just queuing up around the fracture machine.
I just noticed that it has a lot of
shoulders.
sauce sticking out of it.
Patients are reminded
Anyway.
not to be sick.
That's a good idea. I'm afraid that I didn't get around to updating the bubble yet, so the old classic approach will have to do. If you've enjoyed watching this so far and would like to see Sal cure more patients, or potentially also kill them at the same time, feel free to tune in again next week on Thursday at 8 PM GMT+1. Which is about 2 hours ago from now if you're watching this live, where Sal will be playing more 2 Point Hospital.
Look at this. This nurse just went, it's like, come on, there's a queue.
Nah, she's having a break now. Alternatively, if you'd rather watch me tackle the problems of a tiny mouse by playing a tiny mouse in Ghost of a Tale, you could tune in on Wednesday at 8 PM GMT+1, where I'll be playing Ghost of a Tale, which is apparently not a pun, or maybe it is, I'm not sure where it is, but point in case being it's tale as in story, not tale as in mouse tail. However, if neither of us are your particular cup of tea, or you just like to indulge in more streams than is technically healthy for you... See, I made a hospital reference because we're playing a hospital game.
Very good.
Please still feel free to indulge in that amount of stream watching and tune in on Saturday at 8 PM GMT+1 on Potato's Twitch channel, which is crazy_potato1, as in the number, on Saturday at 8 PM GMT+1, where he will be playing Final Fantasy Worlds with young children and reenact Pokemon battles that they wear on their head as hats, while also having slightly annoying voices. That's what Pokemon is about, right? Anyway, thank you for watching so far. Sal, do you have any last words?
Yeah, something's wrong here, so I'm just going to edit the room, kick everybody out, and then let them back in again, because the Oh no, here we go, okay.
The nurse was
just
lazy.
The nurse was being...
Actually, I want to see if they take off the thing. That icon didn't look good.
Rage quitting because she's been waiting so long for that. But it means near rage quitting. There you go.
Maintenance announcement. Medical waste does not belong in the corridors.
Anyway, goodbye.
Yes, bye everybody. Thanks for